Sorry,
I would
keep saying what
argue
you were
the
saying.
two best people at Adaptations. Well, I was going to say Peter Jackson, but then The Hobbit exists. Let's just
the
say
Hobbit
Lord
was
of
a
the
studio.
Rings.
The Hobbit was a
Yeah,
studio
yeah.
thing. That was a studio.
I
thing.
think Peter Jackson and Kevin Feige.
Oh, I don't know about Kevin Feige.
Really?
That's a hot take.
Really? Is it?
Of all the people who've ever adapted anything,
I think the MCU.
Kevin Feige's the best.
Honestly, I think the MCU has hit the middle where it's like the comic book purists take the MCU for what it is.
Can we even give Kevin Feige all the credit? Because
Jon Favreau, like.
welcome back to Stole My Line, a Fireside film podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
And today we are reacting to your movie hot takes.
It's true.
Here's how this is going to work. Everybody has commented on our YouTube post some movie hot takes that they have, and we have them all written down on this notes app. So Drew and I are going to alternate picking ones that we want to talk about, and we're just going to talk until we don't want to talk anymore.
Yep.
We'll probably do a part 2 of this because we had a lot of people comment, and this is great. And if right now you could think of a movie hot take, or as you're listening to this podcast, type it in the comment section. Email us at stolemylinepod@gmail.com. You'll maybe get featured on this next episode. But yeah, so we have like a rating scale on hotness. How hot is this take? Like, is this a really crazy take that we've never really heard before, or does everybody kind of believe it? That's the hotness scale. And then we'll talk about whether we agree or disagree. And Drew, you are up first to pick a movie hot take, and you can read it. If it's long, you can paraphrase.
Yeah, if it's long, we're going to paraphrase. But this is from, apologize for the animals, Cozy Burrito 686.
Oh, Cozy Burrito.
Cozy
You're
Burrito.
the coziest.
I don't think we can say that. Anyways, he said that basically he doesn't like Nolan's version of Batman, and that he said Robert Pattinson, I know everyone loves that Batman, considering Nolan, but truly my Batman is oddly Robert Pattinson. His Bruce Wayne was so fresh and new for me, and his Batman just had that grit. He also grew up with Keaton and enjoyed Val Kilmer.
Okay, I understand growing up with Keaton. Like that,
Yeah.
Some people definitely did. Enjoy Val Kilmer is a question.
Val Kilmer is questionable.
Okay. Before we do anything, one, I thought you would like this hot take.
I do.
Okay, because historically, Drew's very high on Pattinson's Batman. I like Pattinson's Batman. So
You just rewatched it, didn't you?
yeah, I did. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great movie. Here's our scale. It should have just appeared right here below us. We have at the top Raging Fire. This is our hottest take. This is a crazy take that I've never really even heard before. Maybe, who knows? Enough for S'mores. That's a pretty hot take. Like it's hot. So maybe not the craziest take of all time, but like, oh, okay, I can see how hot that is.
Right.
You have Some Smoke. Some Smoke is our middle take.
We've had some podcasts where it's just some smoke.
It's like it's medium. It's medium. Like it can be a little hot, maybe not. It's right in the middle. You have Only Embers. Like, and the embers are kind of dying. That's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
So Only Embers, that's like kind of a cool take. And then you have Wet Logs. It's just not a hot take at all.
We've also had some podcasts where it's wet logs.
We have. So this one, Drew, what do I think of this one?
What do you think? I'm interested.
Okay, there's some things that they said in this comment that make me want to put it at Raging Log. But I think I'm ultimately not going to.
Okay.
Or Raging Fire, sorry. I think Val Kilmer being a good Batman is a little questionable.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think most people, and here's where I get into like, I think this is a hot take, is most people enjoy Christian Bale's Batman. Really, until Pattinson came on the scene, he was like the Batman. And like Batfleck, no contest. Even though I think Ben Affleck did a fine job.
Sorry, Ben Affleck.
But it was kind of like, I don't think this Batman will ever be topped. And then the Batman came out. And there's some criticism of, that movie's portrayal of Bruce Wayne. I think that we're going to get more, obviously. He could end up being the best Batman. But still, The Dark Knight's like the definitive Batman in Hollywood in a general consensus. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. I'm going to say this is not the hottest take because we rewatched the Dark Knight trilogy last year.
We did, it's true.
We did like a Nolan marathon, which you can watch right here. And in that, I think The Dark Knight is like the peak. It is probably the best Batman movie out there, in my opinion. And I just rewatched some of it the other night. I still think it's like the best Batman that has been put to screen. The Batman is also very good. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises are kind of more in the mid range.
They're mid.
They're good. I enjoy them. I have a lot of nostalgia for Batman Begins. But if you take Nolan's trilogy as a whole, I could see how you could not be the biggest fan of it. And in retrospect, those two movies, especially Batman Begins, can be a little campy at times.
Yeah.
Here
is my take. I think when Nolan went into Batman, and I think other directors before him definitely did this, but I think he made his version of Batman. I think he made a Nolan movie first, and then made a Batman movie.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Where I think Matt Reeves made a Batman movie first and added his own spin.
Okay, yeah.
So
I can get behind that.
I can kind of see where the criticism of like Nolan's Batman trilogy is bad from like a comic accurate perspective and like a character.
I don't know enough about the comics to really comment on it.
No, I think The Dark Knight is phenomenal. As a movie
totally,
and as a story.
Completely.
But as a adaptation, I don't hate that take.
Yeah. I don't think it's the craziest take. I think Nolan's trilogy is a landmark for superhero cinema. And
100%.
Also, like, the Batman, I think, would be ultimately nothing without Nolan's trilogy.
I totally agree.
So it's hard to really pit them against each other, but I do think Pattinson's Batman could end up being my favorite. I do think that. It could.
Really?
It could be. It's not right now.
I'm surprised he said that.
It could be. All right, on our hotness scale that we have below us, I am thinking that this is... gosh, what do I think this is? I think this is enough for sport.
I agree.
Okay, so it's not the hottest take we've
Not
heard,
the hottest ever, but like,
it's a pretty hot take.
that's pretty hot.
So, and then ultimately, do you agree or disagree with this take?
I 53% agree.
I 47% agree.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to take us together, we agree. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna pick another one. Let's say a Nolan for a minute. There's a lot of Nolan hot takes now that I'm looking through these. Okay, this one. Inception is a bit overrated. This is the general gist of the take, but like the concept and visuals are amazing. This is from Unstop Edits. Thank you for commenting this. Concept and visuals are amazing. Characters feel kind of thin, is what Unstop Edits says. And then the movie is clever and entertaining, but it focuses more on the mechanics than the deep character development. It's a very great blockbuster, not a all-time great masterpiece. Hotness scale right now. People love Inception.
I do think people love Inception. What? And I think I completely agree with this take.
No. We're not talking about whether or not we agree.
I know.
How hot do you think this take is?
I think it's enough for s'mores.
Yeah, I think it's enough for s'mores.
Yeah.
I think like this is a hot take.
This is a hot take.
But I also agree with this take.
Really?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I think if you go back to the Inception episode, and I don't really remember what I said, but I do think I kind of said this rewatching Inception. I was like,
yeah.
It's not my least. It's not. I think it is lower on my scale of Nolan movies just because I think it is more spectacle over character.
I have a ton of nostalgia too for Inception because I remember when I got into movies in like 8th grade or whatever.
Yeah.
This movie blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
It's one of the coolest things I think put to screen like conceptually. I do think you're right though. The characters are thin. Like Cobb has character development, and literally no one else does. No one else really has any backstory that we really know of. Like everybody's just kind of a character that plays a role in it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And it is about Cobb, right? But I think that you're right, and I think it's one of the greatest blockbusters put to screen.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
But when you think about Nolan movies and great character development, I mean, you could look at The Prestige, for example. I think is a great one. Memento's great. Like there's a ton of great character development that he does. Interstellar is obviously the pinnacle of that.
And I mean, Nolan can and has done both. So
Yeah,
I
totally.
think that's where it's like Inception feels not like a misstep, but like
Inception is a heist movie, and like I would say compared to maybe some other heist movies, this has more character development.
I agree.
But yeah, I would agree. Like I don't think it could be in the masterpiece talk because there are maybe some shortcomings that it's like very heavy on exposition too.
Yeah, that's true.
To a fault, and I think it's good overall. But yeah, I'm gonna say I agree with this take. But enough for s'mores is where we land on this one.
I also agree.
Okay, well, hey, great take. Thank you. Unstop Edits. Your turn, Drew.
Okay. This is from Floxbox 9330.
Okay, Floxbox, turn me up.
There needs to be more comedy movies for adults that are creatively stimulating without alienating wider audiences.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't even thought about this one. I just copy and pasted it into our notes app. What does this mean?
I think if you're watching this Floxbox, we need to define our terms here. What does creative stimulating mean to you?
Are we talking about like Anchorman? Are we talking about Borat? Like, what are we talking about here?
And what does alienating wider audiences mean?
Like, you want less niche comedy?
Can we think of any comedies that have come out in the last 5 years?
Anaconda.
Anaconda.
That is the first one that came to mind. Is Anaconda.
I would argue that TV has been much better at comedy in the last 5 years than movies. Like, we haven't had classic.
I'd say Ted Lasso's great.
Ted Lasso.
The Studio.
The Studio, phenomenal.
Those are 2 Apple TV shows, I just realized, but they're great.
They are both good. And I think I personally love, like, BoJack Horseman. But if you can argue that alienates a wider audience because it's, like, animated, I can agree.
Are you saying you just want bigger comedy movies again? I think that's kind of what this might be saying.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
We haven't had any huge blockbuster comedy movies.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be when Will Ferrell came out with a movie, like, a ton of people went and saw it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the early 2000s was, like, Superbad, Easy A.
Yeah,
like, that kind of vibe.
All those.
And, yeah, we've just really had nothing. So,
like, do you mean kids' comedy movies, too? Because I would say, like, we just went and saw Hoppers the other day, and it was really, very funny.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. No, I would agree. I would say, okay, let's do this hot take.
This is not super hot.
I would say that this is some smart.
Yeah,
I would say we're right in the middle here.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And, like, I agree with this take. I do.
I do think that there aren't a lot of blockbuster comedy movies now, and I think there should be. So, if that's what you mean, Floxbox or whatever your name
then
is.
we agree.
I'm cool with that. Let us know in the comments if you have more thoughts on that and want to be more specific. Okay. All right, I have another one. This is from Nathaniel Lowry. Shout out Nathaniel. How's it going, bud? This is a great take though. The first How to Train Your Dragon is objectively,
which is a bold word in this space, by the way.
We're going to pick this apart.
You don't really throw that around.
Is objectively the best animated movie of all time, especially from that era. That's crazy. Taking into account characters, music, plot, progression, animation quality, voice acting, etc., I'm willing to die on this hill.
Incorrect.
Whoa. Pause before you give your opinion. How hot do we think this take is?
This is hot.
Is this our first raging fire of the night?
I think this is hot.
Okay, but let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
When's the last time you've seen the first How to Train Your Dragon?
Okay, well, I watched the live action recently.
Okay, it is kind of one for one.
Which is, so, like, I say I watched half of the animated. Well, I watched the animated one probably 2 years ago.
I watched it like about a month ago with my fiance.
Yeah.
She loved it, and I loved it.
Its
story is great.
It's phenomenal.
It is incredible, and I'm honestly not willing to say this is a raging fire because I think it's top 5 from that era and maybe of all time. I'm not even kidding.
I think top 5 is valid.
Are we able to say that this is a raging fire take? Maybe from the objectively part, but I think if it's top 5, is it that crazy?
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think this is enough for s'mores.
Okay, all right. I will accept enough for s'mores here. Okay, but you seem like you vehemently disagreed with this.
Well, like, I love Into the Spider-Verse.
I knew it. Oh, my God.
Into the Spider-Verse is the best animated movie of all time, and there's no question.
The best animated movie of all time?
Of all time.
Over all the Toy Stories?
Over all the Toy Stories.
Incredibles?
Yes.
Golly, man. I don't know if I can say that's my, I don't think it's the best one ever made.
Would you say How to Train the Dragon is
I would say I would have to
time?
make, like, an animated movie ranking, but Toy Story 3 might be the best animated movie of all time.
It's in the top 5. That's in the top 5.
The Lion King.
Lion King, the plot is not that crazy. It's literally Hamlet.
Okay, but if you take it on its own.
It's good. It's good. But it's not. Lion King is not top 5.
Aladdin's one of my favorites.
Aladdin is a classic.
I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that. Nathaniel, I like your take. I'm not going to say I disagree. Well, I'm going to say I disagree because I'm not sure I'm willing to put this into, this is objectively the best animated movie of all time. Yeah. But I agree with the general sense of your take.
Yeah, I also think Across the Spider-Verse needs to be in the top 5 too.
Golly, we will have to break down our animated top 5s at some point because I don't know if both Spider-Verse movies will make it into my top 5.
Really?
I don't know if they'll make it into my top 5.
How about top 10?
Top 10, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Definitely top 10. Okay, all right, it's your turn to pick.
Okay. We are going to go with Josh. Oh, not Joshua. Jozu. Portal 5866. I don't know if we butchered your name. I apologize. He said that La La Land is kind of boring and mid. It never really hooked me and felt like a very odd movie, even for a musical.
Okay, this is raging fire.
I
have reasoning.
I think this is a raging fire take.
Okay, we're gonna land here. There will be some people that agree with this. Here's what I will say to the some people.
Grant loves La La Land.
I like La La Land a ton. It is in my top 10, and I used to love it. Like, it used to be my favorite movie. I love this movie. If you have never been in a relationship, this movie probably will not hit. And also, if you don't know either Hollywood or just musicals, like if you didn't grow up watching White Christmas, for example, you probably won't care for this movie at all. If you love or at least know musicals, like, I feel like you can really get into this. So there's a lot of connecting points that if you don't hit those, I can see how you would think this is bad.
I can agree.
But also, this movie is so acclaimed.
I think this is Damien Chazelle's best movie, and it's...
I haven't seen Babylon. I have not seen Babylon yet.
I actually watched it the other day.
Is it good?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's kind of what the vibe I got. I need to watch it, but this is... Oh, man, you think this is better than Whiplash?
I do. I think La La Land is better than Whiplash.
Oh, wow. That's a crazy take. Let us know what you think if La La Land or Whiplash is better. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say this is Raging Fire, and I disagree.
I think this movie is phenomenal.
If you've never been in a relationship that hasn't worked out, like, you might not connect with it, but, like, if you have, how do you not connect with this movie?
It's so good.
It's also just a beautiful movie. The music is
ending,
incredible.
are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's... Disagree. Okay.
La La Land edits have been popping up on my timeline recently, and I'm like...
And everybody kind of wants to be Ryan Gosling, you know? Yeah. Okay.
It's true.
All right. This one is near and dear to my heart. I'm so excited to talk about this one, actually. Sonny Boy 2535 says, the Hobbit trilogy is great. Just not as good as Lord of the Rings. On the scale here, great is a reach.
It is a reach.
Where are you wanting to put this?
I think there's two types of people in this conversation. The Tolkien fans and the not Tolkien fans.
Okay,
actually, you're a Tolkien fan.
I am, but I used to not really be.
Right, but I think if you have read the books and if you are like in that world, these movies are an abomination.
Yeah, they are. They ruin a lot of Middle Earth.
But if you're just like a guy who likes movies,
I can see how you can
I can understand how you like these movies.
You can low-key have a great time with these
100%.
Like, these movies are kind of goofy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, where are we going to put this on our hotness scale, though?
I think it's enough for s'mores.
Enough for s'mores. Yeah, okay.
Like,
I agree.
This could piss enough people off that it's like... like, people will get angry.
Yeah, this is a hot take.
But, like, I think in the grander scheme of the movie conversation in general, this is like...
And he makes the distinction, or whoever. Sorry,
Lord of the Rings is better.
Lord of the Rings is better. And it is. So, yeah, that's not crazy. Here's what I will say.
Yeah, if anyone ever says Hobbit is better than Lord of the Rings...
Yeah, that is a raging
might be the
fire.
hottest take of all time.
That's a raging fire take.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, this isn't at that level. So, The Hobbit is my favorite book. Like, ever. I've read it probably more than any other book besides the Bible.
Which is good.
Important distinction. The Hobbit movies I grew up watching with my dad. Like, he took me to the theater for all three.
Yeah.
And I love them because of, one, the nostalgic feeling, but two, I just love The Hobbit, like the story.
Yeah.
The movies are kind of an abomination. But,
they are
Martin Freeman
entertaining.
is great as Bilbo. And, Sir Ian McKellen's obviously incredible. And the cast is great. Like, there's a lot of great parts in this that you just know if they let Peter just do the 2 movies instead of the studio making him do 3, like, epic lengths for more Lord of the Rings. Like, The Hobbit 2 movies could have been incredible. So, I don't know. I'm torn. I would say the Hobbit movies are good. Like, as a whole, they're good. I think the third one's bad. But, like, if you...
As a trilogy.
If you composite them, they're good.
They are good. Yeah, I think
that's kind of good.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you agree, disagree here?
Look, I'll... Just a disclaimer. I haven't seen the Hobbit movies in a long time. I watched them all when they first came out, and that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're entertaining movies. I think they are fun, and I think it is a good popcorn flick.
Yeah. And there's things that Peter Jackson does great of expanding little bits here and there of when Gandalf goes to the Necromancer and it turns out to be Sauron, and like that's touched on in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and the fact that you get to see that on screen is really cool. Yeah. Like there's stuff that happens that is very, very cool. It doesn't all come together. And he said like on record, yeah, we just made it up for Battle of the Five Armies. Like we were just on set doing stuff. Like Which you kind of feel bad for because like he was told to make 3
He was
movies.
just forced to make another movie.
He made 3 incredible movies out of 3 very long, very detailed, incredible books, and then he was told to make 3 same-length movies
out
for
of
one children's book.
short book. Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Like, I think he did all that he could and took some swings. They missed. It's whatever.
I agree.
So, overall, I will say I somewhat agree with this take. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think I do. I think I wouldn't say the Hobbit trilogy is great, but I think the general consensus of the take I agree with.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you, Sonny Boy.
All right. Now we have a legend in the Stole My Line space.
Oh yes, yes.
We have Ethan Johnson 3488, who's been an OG fan. He's been around. He's like my mentor, so he knew about this podcast before anyone else.
He has been on the train since day one, legitimately.
So yeah, he really has. So shout out Ethan Johnson. This is a super interesting conversation that we're about to have.
Oh yeah.
Like other forms of art, we shouldn't grade all movies on the same scale. Watercolor art and colored pencil art are not the same thing. Neither is the MCU and Oscar's Best Picture nominations. Regardless, both are forms of art.
Okay, where are we on the hotness scale?
I think this is not a super hot take.
I would say this is somewhat hot.
Really? Okay, why?
Because people don't think this.
Okay.
People don't talk about movies this way.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Do you think this is enough for s'mores?
Yeah,
We did very enough for s'mores on this podcast.
I agree, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Enough for s'mores here.
What are your thoughts on this conversation?
I mean, I think he's right. Like, I'm going to say straight up I agree. Because, yeah, in other forms of art, which art is kind of subjective, I would say for the most part.
I would say, any conversation about any movie is subjective, but yeah.
Yeah, I do think there's objectively beautiful things, which that's a whole other,
that's a whole other podcast.
It's a whole other podcast. But I think that, I don't know, I would say I agree with this because we kind of talked about this. I'm going to reference this again. You're going to laugh. We talked about this on the Anaconda episode.
Bro, every dang episode.
This is a great example of what I'm about to say. Okay. Anaconda is a bad movie. Or like a mid movie at best.
Yeah.
But it's not trying to be great. And it does mid very well.
Yeah.
And so, at a certain point, like, you have to grade that differently than you grade Oppenheimer. Or we just talked about The Bride. The Bride takes some big swings. I think it misses terribly.
Yeah.
And so you grade that at a different scale than I graded that more harshly than I graded Anaconda, genuinely. So, I think I do it subtly, but then Rotten Tomatoes is like, you go 0 to 100%.
Yeah,
and
it's
Letterboxd is
IMDb,
like 5 stars is whatever, like 1 to 5 stars. So, you kind of grade everything on the same scale, but not. It's weird. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I think I'm going to reference, I don't know what he won, but Harrison Ford just gave a pretty beautiful speech, honestly, if you haven't seen it.
Maybe it was at the Actors Awards. I can't remember.
He won like some legacy thing for his career.
Lifetime achievement, which is valid. Very incredible.
But he's like, sometimes we make entertainment, sometimes we make art, and at some points we get the joy of doing both.
Yes.
And I think that's a great distinction of kind of where we are in culture and in Hollywood. But like, I mean, again, Hollywood's a business. We've said this a billion times in this podcast, but like, at the end of the day,
you have to cash out.
At the end of the day, you got to make your bag.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're making friggin', I don't know, MCU
Scream 7.
Scream 7.
Scream 7 exists.
Like, or Avatar. Well, there's not Avatar. Let's not go there.
Yeah. No, but like, I mean, Harrison Ford made Indiana Jones, and that's not. I love Indiana Jones so much. Last Crusade's in my top 4. I love Indiana Jones. It's entertainment. Like, this is that's a blockbuster.
I would argue Indiana Jones borders art.
Or in filmmaking. I would not say in storytelling.
Yeah, okay. But there is a distinction between entertainment and art, and the line's blurry.
Yeah, it's a scale.
But there is one in which you don't judge Hamnet the same way you judge Ant-Man 2. Right?
Yeah, completely.
One was like an auteur's vision, the other one was a studio.
Sure.
So, and I would say that's kind of my piece.
And I think tying it back into the Anaconda discussion is like knowing the goal of the movie is very important.
100%.
Like, you can go into a movie and know the goal, and if the movie achieves that goal, you can be more pleased than if you don't know the goal or you think the goal is different. At the same time, the filmmakers need to know the goal.
Yeah.
And also be able to achieve that, effectively. I think we talk a lot about Eddington on this podcast, which we were very low on. I think Eddington has some good commentary, but I did not like the movie. And I think sometimes movies, there's too much going on. I think we talked about the same with The Bride, you know? So you got to know your goal and then achieve it, and that's important. But also, art is art. So it's a spectrum. It's a weird thing.
I think sometimes the goal is to make X amount of money. And, like, I think that's honestly okay because Hollywood's a business. But then you have, like, A24, which is, like, we pride ourselves on our indie filmmakers, and we are trying to make art basically every time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think there's a balance.
Yeah, totally.
So-
Well, I want to segue this. Well, okay, wait. We've said that we agree with this take, though.
Yeah,
to tie up
I
that
agree.
loose
I
end.
think
It's
so.
a bigger discussion. Let us know what you think in the comments, because I don't know. There's a lot there to unpack. But thank you, Ethan. Jumbo says Marvel is not cinema.
Oh.
But I think this ties in. The reason I want to talk about this is because it kind of ties in to the, like, what is cinema discussion.
Yeah.
But first, on our hotness scale, where are you on this?
I think currently where we are in culture, this is not up to
Only embers. Like, there's some stuff there. Some people might disagree, but
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
agree.
not a cold take.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I agree. Do you agree or disagree with Marvel is not cinema? It's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. I think some of Marvel is not cinema, but okay. Also, again,
It's a little bit of a blanket
we have to
statement.
define our terms here. What is cinema art? Is that what we're saying? Or
I think that's kind of what's implied in this discussion, that cinema is filmmaking art.
Yeah,
From
okay. Yeah.
From a filmmaking or storytelling, and at times both.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. If that's what we're defining cinema as in this conversation, let's say that.
Okay, then. I mean, I really think it goes movie to movie. I would argue like Guardians of the Galaxy is art.
It's cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's also a level like how much does a movie make you feel and like reflect. I think Guardians 3 is like there's
Yeah.
a lot of reflection in there.
And there's commentary and more discussions there, yeah.
I think She-Hulk. You're not discussing that around the dinner table, like.
Really? I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I agree.
But I would argue the MCU is tough. I actually don't know. What do you think?
If we're taking the composite of the MCU,
Yeah.
like all of it, there's elements that are very much quote unquote cinema. I think the overall story through Endgame, like, Iron Man through Endgame,
Yeah.
that story is very good filmmaking and storytelling on a grand scale.
100%.
That really had never been done before. So I would say, if we're talking about cinema as like the greatest stories put to screen, that could be not up there. I don't think it's the greatest story put to screen, but that's an impressive story to put to
100%.
screen on that scale.
Yeah.
So that could be quote unquote cinema. I don't think Ant-Man Quantumania is cinema.
Yeah.
So that's
No,
what's
I
hard.
agree. I agree.
There are very, very low points that I think break it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean. I agree with Jumbo here that no, Marvel is not cinema, but Marvel hasn't, like, it's not done, so it's hard for me to say yes or no.
I think you can't make a blanket statement on a studio.
Yeah,
I think you can make a blanket statement on a movie,
yeah,
but in this case, I don't think you can call a whole studio cinema or not cinema.
that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, our next hot take is our very own GrantCrenshaw.
I wrote down a hot take. Drew's gonna write one down for the next hot take reaction cast.
Yeah. All right, you said
I'm not gonna react to my own take, by the way. This is just you.
Yeah, which is valid.
Yeah.
You said cinema as a true art form died. Whoa. Okay. Died when George Lucas used digital cameras as on his prequel trilogy. Then the Arri Alexa put the nail in the coffin in 2010. The floor for a low-quality film fell so low that it diluted the best of Hollywood. Too many people have access to a camera, so it's easier for a studio to make a film, and more bad films get pushed through. The digital camera came alongside CGI as well, which as a whole has hurt cinema significantly.
I wrote this down at like midnight, so I might have some little adjustments I wish I made.
Okay.
But that's what I wrote down.
So you're arguing
That once film cameras became relatively obsolete, unless somebody chooses to use one,
right.
because it's cheaper to use a digital camera and
100%,
easier,
yeah.
all the things. I think cinema as a quote-unquote true art form, like cinema as this really cool art thing that most movies were really, really cool. I don't know. Anyway, I'll dig into that more, but like, it is more diluted now. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I would agree that it's more diluted, but I also don't think it's a bad thing. because
okay.
I think
you
it
go
gives
first, you go
I think it gives access to more voices to be heard.
That's fair.
Which I
That's
think
a fair
has
take.
value.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I think back in the 70s, it was like you could only make a movie if you were A, in Hollywood, or B.
It's not entirely true. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for example.
Was that the 70s?
Yeah, this is a great example.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a bad movie.
Right.
Like, it's funny to put on with your friends late at night. But visually, it's kind of interesting. And, like, there's things that happen in that movie that are kind of cool. And I think that level of a quote-unquote bad movie compared to, like, Scream 7 or, like, you know, you could name any, like, really abysmally bad movie. Like, Mordecai, starring Johnny Depp. Which is a terrible movie. Like, I think that it was more difficult to make a movie, so more good movies were made. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, people look at the 90s and they say 90s was just full of hits.
Yeah.
And I know there's bad movies made every decade, every year, every month. But, like, I feel like we do look back at the past with rose-tinted glasses, but
I was
also,
about to say that, yeah.
But also, looking at the state of Hollywood now, I can't say that it is anywhere close to as good as it was 30 years ago.
I think we might not know all the friggin' misses that they had in the 90s.
That's so true. That's so fair.
Like,
But I just think of some quote-unquote bad movies that, like, I watched and I was like, oh, that's, like, kind of interesting.
in the 90s or like past.
Well, I also
before.
think there's just charm to film. I think this is kind of what I was
I
getting
agree.
at with,
Yeah.
with film. Like, a bad movie that's shot on film still has a little more life to it. I'm just saying the ceiling, or the floor is lower.
I agree.
I think that's kind of what I was trying to say.
I think you are more pro film than I am. I like film.
I'm severely pro film.
And like I think there's value, but to me it's just a matter of artistic preference.
I'm pro intentionality behind what you choose.
100%. Yeah.
Like, there are incredible films shot on digital. I'm not saying that digital is bad.
Right, yeah.
A good filmmaker is a good filmmaker. But also, we all have a quote-unquote cinema quality lens on our phone.
Yeah.
I know it's not actually. But, like, quote-unquote, anybody can make a film, quote-unquote. Like, I think that the best filmmakers still made films, you know? I don't know.
Do you not think that's sick that anybody can make a movie?
I do think it is. I think it's also a double-edged sword. Like, I think...
No, I agree.
I think it's bad that just anybody can make a movie. Because we have bad movies coming out all the time.
I don't know if it's bad. Well, okay, man.
You can't tell me that the crappy Colleen Hoover Netflix movies...
Yeah, no, they...
Or I call that as a genre.
Yeah.
Like, I watched... Was it Regretting You?
Yeah.
With McKenna Grace and a bunch... There's a bunch of people in that movie.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It's horrible. But it's easy... It's cheap and easy to make a movie like that.
Yeah.
So that stuff gets made on Netflix and gets put to streaming.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, that didn't happen in the 70s. It didn't happen in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot more difficult to make a film.
I completely agree in terms of, like, dilution and just excess of content.
Okay.
And I think...
But yeah.
The digital age...
Excess of content is a great example.
The digital age has brought movies into the field of content.
Yeah. And, I mean... like Miami Vice. Miami Vice isn't like a great show. It's a classic.
Yeah.
But like, that was kind of quote unquote crappy television, maybe you could say. But like, you watch it and the aesthetic is just like so cool.
Yeah.
And I know that there's some shows like that come out now. But like, I think that look and that feel just has a little something to it that digital cameras don't have, and it lowers the floor. So
I think I agree with you.
Really?
With a
Let's
caveat.
freaking go.
I think
Let's freaking go.
I also appreciate that digital gives voices to everybody and anybody can do a movie.
That is fair. Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think there's value there.
And they're very flexible. Like, I don't blame Hollywood execs saying, no, you're not going to use film because it's significantly cheaper and easier to not use film. Like, I understand that. It's just, it's sad. It saddens me, maybe. So on a hotness scale, where are you with this?
I think it's a very niche conversation. But I would say some smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I think most people who are into movies would agree.
Okay, yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know. I want to know. Do you agree? Is my take too crazy? Who knows? All right, we're going to hop to the take that I think you'll like.
Okay.
Oppenheimer is just mediocre, says James Carter, 1998. Wonder what year he was born. Some of the performances are great. Cillian Murphy deserved the Oscar. Interesting. But I feel Nolan tried to marvelize, a real historical event / real people. And it comes across cheesy, bad superhero movie. Killers of the Flower Moon was better, is what he says in this take, too, which I've seen both. I need to rewatch Killers. But I liked Killers, but I'm not sure if I liked it better than Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen Killers.
Killers is great. And the book is great. Like, there's great stuff with Killers, so.
I agree and disagree with some parts of this take. James Carter, 1998.
Hotness scale.
Hotness scale. I think in the cinema conversation,
I think it was Raging Fire.
It could be a Raging Fire. I think there's one buzzword in here that you threw in that would piss a lot of people off.
Is it Marvelized?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
I think it's a stretch to say that Christopher Nolan made a Marvel movie out of was it American
event.
Prometheus? Is that the book? I think it's the book. Like, to say that he made a Marvel movie out of that is a reach and a half.
I agree. I do agree.
I think it feels that way because there's so many big name actors. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think he wrote it that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think the movie is performed that way. I don't think it's really presented that way. I don't know. I think it's a reach. So I would say Raging Fire here.
I agree. I just lost. Oh, there it is. I agree in the sense of I think Oppenheimer is mediocre.
Oh my gosh!
I said this on our Oppenheimer episode.
Oh my gosh! I hate that you think this. It's such a dumb take.
It's not. Oppenheimer is a mid movie.
It's not.
It is middle tier Nolan.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
It is too long. It is relatively unfocused.
That's just not true.
I think performances are phenomenal. I think cinematography is phenomenal. I think
it's trying to capture a concept that spans literal decades.
It has great moments. But I think it is kind of meandering plot-wise.
I disagree with
Drew. Killers. I don't know.
You should watch Killers. It's good. Criterion released on Killers, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's coming out. So I'm going to say I disagree with you, James Carter. But I see somewhat where you're coming from. If you're like Drew and you just think that the plot's meandering, and I'm not even hating on you. Like, Drew and I respectfully disagree on this one.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm going to say I disagree with you, but I see where you're coming from. I think Marvelized is too much of a reach, personally. Because I don't think... I just think that's crazy to get into. So, all right, your turn.
Okay, we got Lovely Chi. Shout out Lovely Chi. You said Parasite is a near-perfect film.
Near-perfect? Okay. This is a wet logs take. People think this.
I think people do think this.
Most people... No, a lot of people who've seen Parasite think this. Isn't it one of the highest rated movies on Letterboxd? Or most rated?
Should we check?
I'm pretty sure it's up there.
I think it's up there on IMDb for sure.
I mean, it won the Oscar, and people talk about Parasite in that near-perfect... In the 2010s, like, that's one of the best movies that came out.
Yeah.
Like, that and Moonlight are probably the upper echelon top two that I hear about a lot. I don't know if you agree or disagree with that, but...
No, I think, yeah. And
do you think this is wet logs? I don't think this is a bad take, but I think... Do you think this is wet logs?
Yeah.
He doesn't say perfect, too. He says near perfect.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree. I think it's wet logs. I agree with this take, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with this take, too.
Yeah.
I know people in my life who don't like Parasite, but...
Really?
Yeah. That was my cousin who... I love him to death, but he
Austin?
just did not like Parasite. Yeah, Austin did not like Parasite. Shout out Austin.
Shout out Austin.
You're not watching this episode right now. But we watched it together. He was like, that was a dumb movie. I was like, yeah, well, you're probably not the target audience. But I think most people who know cinema and Hollywood well, and also were watching it back in 2019, like, Parasite is a very beloved film.
It's very good.
So I would say that's a wet logs take, but I agree with it. I think it's a great take.
Yep.
Just not a hot one.
Yep.
So, all right. I have one from... Oh, man. I'm so excited to talk about this one.
I am too.
You don't even know what I'm about to say.
Oh, wait. Are you going to skip around?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ethan Crenshaw music. Different Ethan. Yes, he is my brother. And yes, he wrote us a hot take. One of his favorite movies is Cars 2. And also, the first Cars is one of his favorite movies, in fact. The character development of Mater in Cars 2 is way overlooked and makes that movie truly phenomenal. And he was talking to me. I think he said that he watched this on a plane or whatever.
Didn't he just watch it?
Or maybe he just watched it.
I think
he was
did, because he was talking to me too about it.
People say it's a good spy flick. People say it's mid to low tier Pixar. That's kind of what people talk about with Cars 2. He says that Mater being the main character and that his character progression is what makes this movie good. I'm willing to say that this is enough for s'mores of a hot take.
Yeah, I agree. I think this does have some
Because there's layers to
some
this.
heat.
Because people think that Cars 2 is mid to bad, and that also Cars 2 is really just a spy flick. And he's saying it is neither of those things.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love Cars 2.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like, I grew up watching this movie, and I think it is very nostalgic and very just kind of feel good. I think I can quote more than half of it. But
I remember the opening sequence on the oil rig.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
And like the cars die, and you're like, whoa,
It's
wait, that car went
sick.
into the water. Like, that's dead.
The friggin' theme song is...
I think I watched this in theaters when it came out. I think my parents took
This is
me.
one of the first movies I ever saw in theaters. I think I was like 5.
Oh man, wait, we're about to be so high on Cars 2. This is crazy. This is hilarious, actually.
But now that I'm mature in my cinema, right, I think this movie is not great.
It's not great.
I think this take is...
But I think it's overhated. I think it is.
I do think it's overhated.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it in a while, so what remind me of Mater's arc. I don't even... I guess he
like kind of becomes... He goes from dumb to...
yeah, he starts off as
the dumb side
buffoon,
character,
and
the
then,
buffoon who becomes kind of adept. But then Cars 3 just like ignores it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cars 3 is just like, that never happened. Cars 3 is a direct sequel to Cars 1, and Cars 2 is just like...
It's just never happened.
It never happened. I would say I disagree with this take.
Really? I was about to say I agree.
Oh, wait. Tell me why you agree and see if... I'm like 50-50 on this one.
I mean, I think I relatively agree. I think is Mater overlooked in the grand scheme of the Pixar conversation?
Probably.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
And then
I think focusing on Mater was an interesting choice.
I liked it, and I think he does have a character arc.
But there's a scene where he eats wasabi in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah, but that's at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
when he's still a
you're
buffoon.
right. You're kind of right. Oh gosh, am I about to be convinced to agree on this take?
And then at the end, he's like saving Lightning McQueen. And he
but
when they're in the
listen,
clock tower and he
this
uses Gatling guns. That's like genius.
I know, but then like there's some concepts like there's a Formula 1 car racing a NASCAR car. Like, this is dumb.
I'm not saying this movie makes
is
sense.
silly.
We're talking about Mater's character arc.
Fine, I agree with it.
Okay.
Ethan, you win.
We agree with you, Ethan.
All right, your pick.
I think I literally just saw Ethan.
Yeah, you did. All right, your pick.
Okay. You probably know which one I'm going for.
Yeah, I am.
Spider-Man No Way Home is good only if you don't think about it. And if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it's actually terrible. And that is from @DDM
Studios
_studios.
Yeah. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, this would have been a hot take.
Yeah, I think it would have.
Recently, a lot of people think this. And I've seen this on the internet.
Yeah.
And you brought it up to me like a few months ago. And I was like, oh, that's probably true. I hadn't seen it, I think, since theaters. I don't think I've watched this movie in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't want to go too deep in on it, but I would say this is only embers. Like, this take could or used to be hot. This used to be a raging fire.
Okay,
take.
yeah.
And it has become only embers.
Okay. I think that's valid.
Which is kind of the purpose of this. Ethan is driving away.
Yeah, he's literally
I see his
right
car
there.
pulling out. That's so funny. I agree with this take.
Okay.
It's probably true.
I 100% agree.
This was a great theater experience.
Yep.
But I don't think it's really stuck with me.
I think
the sacrifice that Peter makes is like kind of like that's a Peter Parker sacrifice.
100%. I think there are 10 minutes. This movie's long too. This movie's like 2.5 hours long.
It is.
There are 10 minutes of phenomenal Spider-Man moments. There are 2 hours and 20 minutes that are pretty bad.
It kind of ties up some loose ends, and I do think you really hate MCU Spider-Man as a whole.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I do think we went the long way around to get to the start of who Spider-Man is.
100%.
And Brand New Day could be great because of what we have.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we got the Aunt May, Uncle Ben, like,
Moment.
substitute in this movie. It worked into the MCU. Like, I think there's interesting stuff going on here.
Yeah.
I do think this movie broke the MCU. Like,
Yeah.
I think bringing the multiverse and bringing in any actor broke what we had. Like, it broke any... Like, it kind of said, oh, yeah, we can just do whatever we want because we're Marvel.
Yeah.
Whereas before, like, it was a really cool reveal when Toby and Andrew came in because we had wanted it for so long. But then
I mean,
once it
I
happened,
remember in theaters, when I left that theater, I was like on top of the world.
oh, yeah. We had all wanted this for so long. There have been so many theories and
Yeah.
everything. But now, like, anytime they bring back an X-Men, like, it's just not even cool anymore.
Yeah.
Because they, like, this movie kind of broke the barrier there.
Yep, I agree.
So, I don't know. I'm a little bit 50-50 on it. I think I agree with your take. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I think No Way Home is pretty bad.
Bad.
Bad. I think you need to rewatch it.
I do need to rewatch it.
I think as a movie, it is not good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
As an experience, and there are some moments that are very good, but as an experience, it is good.
I think it ties up some loose ends for Andrew Garfield a little bit.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
There's good stuff that happens here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. This is a take that I've been very excited. I'm so glad that somebody commented this one. I'm jumping around right now, Drew.
Oh, okay.
Shadow Striker 640 said, I actually loved Solo, a Star Wars story. I can watch it anytime it's on. Let's freaking go.
Solo is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It was overhated, and here's what happened with Solo. Here's what happened. Alden Ehrenreich was cast.
Yep.
Alden Ehrenreich is a great Han Solo within Solo.
Yep.
He's not a great Harrison Ford Han Solo.
Yeah.
But the movie doesn't really try to have him be that. It's like, this is him starting out. And it's implied at the end of this movie that there's like years that happens in between this and A New Hope. And so if you accept that, and you accept that he's not Anthony Ingber, that he is not a lookalike, once you get past that, this is a fun time.
Yeah.
And also, this just came off the heels of The Last Jedi, which was super divisive, and this released like 5 months later.
Yeah.
And this just it was not a box office success. This was a weird movie. It was backlit, had a really weird production thing. I think it switched directors to Ron Howard.
Yeah. It was originally the Spider-Verse guys, right?
Oh, yeah, probably. I think it was Chris Lord and... Phil
Lord and Chris Miller.
Yeah. Ugh. I got to get that one straight. But all of that, this ends up being a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I think the cast is very good.
Donald Glover's great.
Donald Glover, Woody Harrelson. The Woody Harrelson twist is like not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
The Darth Maul cameo was fun.
Emilia Clarke's good.
Emilia Clarke is good in this movie. This movie is good.
Well, who's the robot chick that gets plugged into the Millennium Falcon? Anyway,
she's good too.
It's been like, this is a fun movie.
The Lando love story is kind of weird though.
Yeah,
that was weird.
It is, but also this fixes the Kessel Run.
Yeah, that was cool.
There's good stuff in here.
This movie is good. This movie is overhated.
It's a fun time.
The
Chewie meeting Han scene is great.
Yeah, it is great. It's awesome.
This is a fun movie.
I agree.
Overhated. My cousin Austin actually loves this movie. We watched this movie at his house one time. I think it was the first time he saw it. He's like, "This is awesome." he will talk about loving Solo. I've talked so much about him. I don't think I've ever talked about him on the podcast.
Hey, in May we're doing a full Star Wars marathon.
Yeah, we are going to re-review Solo. So
covering Phantom Menace to friggin' episode 9. What's it called?
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
terrible.
Very
movie.
forgettable.
Just terrible.
All right, it's your turn, Drew.
Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna go with Micah Fisher, who's also like.
Oh, this is a good one.
He comments a lot, so shout out Micah. We love you.
Micah, love you, bro.
I don't like Fight Club and don't understand all the love it gets.
Okay, first off, is this Raging Fire?
I think it might be in like the cinema conversation. Yeah.
Which, I say that we are totally film bros, so it's kind of hard to. Anyway, in film bro conversation.
I think it might be a Raging Fire take.
This is a Raging Fire take. I completely agree.
Really?
Okay, here's my Fight Club experience. Fight Club had been glazed forever, and I had intentionally not known the spoiler. Like, I avoided it.
Yeah.
And then I watched Fight Club when I was at college, like a few years ago. And I was like, this movie's fine.
Really? You thought it was fine?
I thought it was fine. Like, the first time I watched it, I thought, like, why is this so loved? And I realized this is kind of a cult classic.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I watched it the second time. I liked it more the second time. I don't know. This is not Fincher's best movie. It's not even close. Gone Girl and Zodiac are better than this movie.
Zodiac is not better than Fight Club. No, incorrect.
Zodiac's great.
Zodiac is long and it's kind of slow.
Okay,
Zodiac's good.
7 is Fincher's best film, straight up.
Social Network is Fincher's best
film. Oh, okay. Wait, okay, 7 is Social Network right there.
Yeah, I agree.
7 might be better than Social Network.
Social Network is so dang good.
Those two are top 2. Sorry, I forgot about Social Network.
I agree.
And I love Social Network. I'm sorry.
I think Fight Club is number 3. Fight Club is good.
I need to rewatch it again.
The twist is good. The twist is original. Like that.
No, this movie's great.
This movie has like so much style and
I don't
grit.
love it. I don't love it.
Really? Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh, I know. I'm betraying all film bros on our podcast. I'm so sorry, film bros.
Okay. I mean, I haven't seen
it. I like Fight Club. I sound like I'm down on Fight Club. I like it.
I haven't seen Fight Club in a long time. I watched it like junior or senior year of high school. So I haven't seen it in like 3 years, but I remember really liking it.
If I watched this movie like 4 times in high school, I probably would love this movie and be like,
Yeah.
this is a crazy
This is definitely a movie like you can make it your entire personality.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can.
Which I don't think is healthy. I think that's a problem. But I think as a movie, this movie is good.
This movie is awesome. It's awesome that this movie exists.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bro,
okay.
you got Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and Helen Bonham Carter. This movie is good. And David Fincher.
I just didn't like the experience of watching it.
Okay, fair.
The first time. I liked it better the second time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to say I agree with you, Micah Fisher. I don't understand all the love that it gets. I don't understand why this movie became a cult classic.
I totally do.
I think it's bad that people started fight clubs because of this movie.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's a bad
I think
thing.
that's a problem. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
I think I disagree, Micah.
Let us know in the comments on this one because this is a very interesting
Yeah,
one.
this is good.
All right. Is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's your turn.
Okay, this is Chad. Chad gave us 3. Let me pick which one I want to do. I'm going to do the first one. Chad, we'll visit some of your other ones another time. Chad AV69. That's awesome. Sorry, we've been going for a while, y'all. The Dune movies are overrated, too much fluff, and not enough juice. And this looks like... Oh, wait, this will be our second to last one.
I have a confession.
Oh, no, you haven't seen these, have you?
I have never seen Dune 2.
Oh, no.
I know.
Guys, maybe we need to save this.
Well, I do want to hear your opinion. I'm definitely going to watch it before.
Okay, no, this is an interesting
Dune
conversation,
3.
actually. Actually, I want to end on this. There's some other takes that we'll get to, but I want to end on this one.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah, well, how many more do we have?
We have a few, but this is bad podcasting right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I think everything else we can save for another time.
Okay.
I have read the Dune book before. I read it before I watched the first movie.
Really? Okay.
Did we see this together? No, I think I saw this on my own.
I saw it with my dad, yeah.
I watched this randomly like the day after I watched No Time to Die.
That is random.
It came out same weekend. Actually, fun fact. This is weird deep in this podcast. The moment I sat down in IMAX to watch Dune, because I was like, I want to see this in IMAX.
Yeah.
They started playing No Time to Die.
No way.
Yes, they did. Like, Regal started playing
That's
No
crazy.
Time to Die, and everyone was like, what? Like, everybody was like, huh? And then they started playing Dune, and everyone was like, oh, okay.
That's wild.
I saw this opening weekend, but I read the book first. If you have not read the book, I see where you're coming from on
I think
on
Dune 1 is...
Dune 1's a slog.
It is a slow movie.
But I love Dune 1. I think some of the
I like Dune 1.
like when the worm eats the oh gosh, it's been a minute since I've seen Dune. But when the worm eats the sand, the dust ship, whatever. Oh gosh, that was bad. When it eats the thing, it's sick.
Yeah.
I think Timothée Chalamet is like good, and I think the cast is good. I love
The cast is stacked for this movie.
and the second one too. The second one is even more stacked.
Yeah.
I think you have to view this as an adaptation.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, for sure.
structurally, as movies, these are kind of weird. But I think this is great.
You think it's a good adaptation from the book?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
pretty. And Denis Villeneuve is incredible.
I mean, he's
Like, Oscar Isaac's great. Like, Jason Momoa is great.
Josh Brolin.
This is actually maybe one of Jason Momoa's best movies, if not his best movie.
No, I would agree with that.
He's great in this. Like, this is a really awesome adaptation. It is a little bit of space Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is more accessible. It is.
Yeah,
You
I agree.
could track.
I agree.
We are putting Ring in fire
Yeah.
for 3 movies.
Yeah.
Dune is like, what is this? What is going on?
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Would you agree about Dune 2? Surely not.
Dune 2,
I've heard.
Dune 2 has more action.
Yeah.
Dune 2's cooler. Dune 2 is more glazed. I liked Dune 2.
Yeah.
So, too much fluff and not enough juice. You know what? Let's go on our hotness scale.
Okay. I do think this is a pretty hot take.
I think this is enough for sports.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's the hottest take ever. I do think that he's right.
Really?
If you're going from just a pure... I wouldn't want them made any other way, but I do think he's right that if you're going from just like, I don't know Dune, I'm watching this, too much fluff and not enough juice kind of makes sense.
Wow. I did not think that would be your response to this.
But
take.
I like movies like this that world build. Like, you learn Arrakis.
Yeah.
Like, it's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one, but I'm going to say I lean agree if you are just going blind into Dune. If you've read the book, you wouldn't want them to do it any other way. But what do you think? I've been rambling. I'm sorry.
Again, I haven't seen Dune 2, which is, I know, crazy. I was not in the country when it came out.
He was, yeah. He had a defense actually,
and I just haven't gotten around to watch it.
Yeah.
But I think Dune 1, there's an argument to be made. I think this is going to end up being like a Lord of the Rings conversation where it's like you have to take it as the trilogy, and you have to.
Oh, these are just written so different though. The books are written so differently.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like Lord of the Rings is meant to be a trilogy. Dune and Dune Messiah are like.
It's 2 books.
They're different. It's different stuff.
Okay.
It's different. This third one's gonna feel completely different.
Timothy Chalamet has said that multiple times.
Which he's on one right now. We're gonna talk about that in our Oscars talk.
I think he's getting flame for no reason, but that we'll discuss.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think Eileen agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's the one thing then. This is the last question I want to ask before we wrap this up. Thanks for being with us for this one.
Yeah, for real.
We talked about should you judge with Ethan's question, Ethan Johnson. Should you judge movies differently based on kind of what they're doing, right? Should we judge adaptations differently?
I think we totally should. Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, you want it to be accessible for people who haven't read the source material.
True.
It's a weird. Adaptations are weird.
It is because
you're trying to cater to people who both love the source material and don't know the source material.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, there's always. I think there are very few adaptations who hit it in the middle perfectly because you either have one camp of like, oh, you didn't follow the book, this sucks, or I don't understand this sucks.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
So it's like, yeah, I think it's hard.
I don't know. Like, The Princess Bride is great, but, like, it's not one-to-one with the book.
I would honestly argue...
It's hard to go between book purists because books don't really translate well to movies.
Yeah, it's true.
But then also, it's hard to go just moviegoers because, like, there's source material and you don't want to abandon it. Sorry,
I would argue the 2 best people at adaptations... Well... I was going to say Peter Jackson, but then The Hobbit exists. Let's just say
The Hobbit was a studio thing. That was a studio thing.
I think Peter Jackson and Kevin Feige.
Oh, I don't know about Kevin Feige.
Really?
That's a hot take.
Really? Is it?
Of all the people who've ever adapted anything,
I think the MCU...
Kevin Feige's the best?
Honestly. I think the MCU has hit the middle where it's like the comic book purists take the MCU for what it is.
You even give Kevin Feige all the credit.
John Favreau, like, whatever you want to say, but I think the MCU is a great adaptation. And I think Lord of the Rings trilogy is, like, probably the best adaptation. Lord of the Rings is the best adaptation
of all time.
Yeah,
100%. Argue with the wall. Oh, gosh, I don't know. And I'm a book purist, by the way. I love the books. I would argue that Denis Villeneuve is a better adapter than Kevin Feige based off percentage. I mean, like...
With Dune.
With Dune, yeah.
I disagree. You literally just said...
You hate the MCU Spider-Man. You hate it.
Yes, I'm talking overall. I'm talking as a story. You said that...
I don't know enough about the MCU source material. I don't.
But you don't see comic people, like, pissed off that...
Yes, you do. They are out there.
I would say that it's the loud minority.
Guys, listen.
But hold on. You literally just said that Dune is too hard to follow.
Listen, okay, we've forgotten one thing.
Okay.
Listen, the Minecraft movie is the best adaptation of source material of all time.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. That's top 3.
Shut up. You're wrong.
You're saying that Wonder is worse than the conglomerate of the MCU. Like Wonder, the movie adapted from the book.
With the Steven Chbosky movie?
Wonder about the kid with the face stuff.
Yeah, with Owen Wilson?
Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Oh.
There's a lot of great Stephen King that's been adapted. There's a lot of great Stephen King that's been adapted.
I would argue that Perks of Being a Wallflower is not an adaptation because it's done by the same guy.
That is literally an adaptation.
But he wrote the book and the screenplay.
He adapted it.
Okay, well...
You're saying that Shawshank Redemption is... Or Stand By Me. Stephen King adaptations, they're... I don't know. There's some great Stephen King adaptations.
True.
And you're saying that the whole of the MCU is better than Stand By Me? That you're wrong. You were genuinely wrong. I would say Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner is a better adapter.
Because of Princess Bride?
Princess Bride, and he did Stand By Me. That's 2 for 2 right there. That's 2 for 2. I'm putting Rob Reiner. Rest in peace, man. Top 2.
All right. I'm going to backpedal my Kevin Feige statement.
Yeah, that's way too far. Way too far.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's know what you think in the comments.
Yeah.
Guys, we're deep in this podcast. If you've been with us the whole time, thank you so much.
Yeah,
if
for
you haven't
real.
subscribed, please hit subscribe. Drew, what do we got coming up next?
We got, I've said this a billion times, we got a Gauntlet in March.
We do.
We got a banger with Reminders of Him coming up very soon.
Go watch it with your
Go watch it with
others.
your significant others. We got Project Hail Mary, which is going to be insane.
Yes.
We got Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Invincible Season 4.
Invincible Season 4, which has potential to be a banger.
We'll see.
How far are you in Invincible, by the way?
I'm mowing through the first season as we speak.
How many
I finished episode 2.
That's not mowing.
I want spring break. I can mow through it.
You are cranking the mower currently. The mower hasn't even started.
The mower's going. We got a lot of other great stuff. We got, obviously, Oscars talk.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about
That's
Oscars
soon.
on Thursday. That's our next episode. And then we'll do a reaction cast on Monday. So we're going to be cranking that stuff out. Got a lot of great stuff in the pipeline.
We do.
So please hit that subscribe button. Follow us on all of our podcast platforms if you listen to us on podcasts. And share it with a friend. If you have a friend that likes movies and likes us yelling about Spider-Man, we do that here.
We do that a lot.
By a fire outside.
Yeah.
Name one other podcast that does that.
You
I will
can't.
sit here and listen
I would.
and wait.
I might make a bold take here. I would argue we're the
What's
most
your hot take?
unique podcast in the world.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Let us know what you think of that hot take. Are we the most unique podcast to exist? Probably not, because we're
Probably
both
not.
white. But
Okay.
just people would say that. Just saying. But I'd say we're up there. Top 100.
Name a podcast that's more unique than ours. Not you, but like just in general to the audience.
We'll use them as recommendations.
Yeah. I'm saying that from a I don't know perspective, not a I think we are the most.
Yeah. That's fair.
We might be. I don't
Cool.
know.
Cool. Well, we've rambled on for way too long. This has been a long episode. Thank you for sticking with us. If you like what we do hit subscribe. And yeah, we love you guys.
We do.
Take a break.
Enjoy a film.